Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Dunbar Snack Bar here with a game of MLB 2K12 and another game coming out of the franchise that I've been doing with the Detroit Tigers. We are still in spring training. The Astros and the Tigers face off in real life today. So of course, they'll be facing off on YouTube today as well. Now, I did play the Astros earlier, came away with a win, so I'm hoping this is going to be a repeat of what we saw earlier. And from the beginning of the game here, it seems like that's going to be the case. First pitch of the game, Jackson's going to take this one into center field. He's going to be on first, or at least it looks that way. Makes the move towards second. The computer ends up throwing over to first, and it's going in the dugout. So Jackson's going to be on second here. And that was kind of nice, because I initially thought if Jackson gets on base, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to steal second. So this eliminates any risk of him getting out. And he's on second with no outs whatsoever. Anyway, second pitch of the game. This one also going into center field. This will allow Jackson around third, come home, and we are looking at a 1-0 game here pretty early. And that is huge for me because of the situation that my team is in. Once again, with the exhaustion of the bullpen, I need to score as many runs as I can. I mean, that's, of course, what you always want to do. That's like the 2K My Player saying don't strike out. It's like, duh. Obviously, I want to score as many points as I can. I just have a feeling, though, that the Astros are going to score a bunch. So the fact that I'm getting some runs early is nice. Anyway, third pitch of the game here to Prince Fielder, taking it to the infield. Double play. You guys thought it was going to be a home run. Gotcha. Anyway, not excited about the double play, though, because the Astros kill my momentum. They're definitely doing what needs to be done to make sure that I don't score any more runs this inning, nor do I score any more hits and kind of keep that rally going. Anyway, Porcello is on the mound for me. You can take a look on the left-hand side and see that his best pitch is his sinker at a 77. Everything else is in the 60s, which is not good. Now, I'm not, of course, expecting a Justin Verlander-type appearance from Porcello, and you're probably wondering what I mean. Well, in the last game I played with Verlander, I had 12 strikeouts. The game before that, I had 16. So, of course, I'm not expecting that many strikeouts from him. He doesn't have the pitches nor the ability to kind of do that here in this game. But I am expecting a lot of ground ball outs from him. So I'm going to kind of implement that strategy, kind of go with as many ground ball outs as I can. So you'll be seeing a lot of pitches low, especially sliders, in an attempt to get the people behind me to do their jobs and to cause some outs. But anyway, that was a slider here. I'm going to try another slider. Low and inside. This one ends up being a strike. And that's going to be the third one as well. So having a strikeout here early on. This game's looking like it is 100% going my way. Granted, I had the double play. But pitching's going well. The hitting going pretty well too. Here we are, 6th inning. 0-1 pitch. Man! This was tough for me. Going into left field, of course, Snyder getting that home run. I was surprised by this one because I was not expecting something like this too early. Now, got to give it to Snyder here. That's his second of spring training, so this is a nice home run for him, that's for sure. But at the same time, the fact that my lead is now eliminated and we are back to a tie game, of course, tied at 1, is something I did not want to see take place this early either. We are in the 2nd inning. So, that being said, man, I got to work hard. Now, of course, the scoreboard is going to be the way for me to measure how well that I am doing. And I don't mean necessarily am I in the lead. I mean, of course, that's a good sign of how you're doing. But I really can't give the Astros that many opportunities to score. And, of course, if the game's pretty close, the opportunities that they are going to get, and they definitely will get some, I can see them taking advantage of it and ended up coming away with a win. So, anyway, all right. Now, to kind of tell you guys here about the bullpen, like I said, I'm going to show it to you guys here in just a little bit. But it's one of those things here where I literally have no choice. And some people have been asking, Dunbar, why the heck is it spring training and you have Verlander pitching a complete game, or you have all your starting pitchers going in the ninth? That is not how spring training works. You know what? I know that that is not how it works. But trust me when I say I have no other alternative but to keep these guys in. And this is one of those things that just frustrates me to tears, because when things go wrong, the computer has options, I don't. There's another slider there for a strikeout. I got to be careful how much I use that. Hopefully when I show you guys my bullpen in a little bit, you guys will understand some more. Anyway, all right, so here we are in the third. Now, Astros getting a pretty decent hit here. I don't know why I necessarily slid on that one or died for it. I think I was kind of hoping for some amazing play. I mean, come on, you guys. It is 2K12. Anything could happen, right? I mean, you got people who can pick up balls with the force. You get guys who can ice skate back from one position to another. Guys who don't even need to move. Anyway, here are the Astros getting another run here. So my lead's eliminated. Now the tie is eliminated. And the Astros are coming away here with the lead, 2-1. They are putting some good hits together. And this has got to end very, very quickly. All right, so I am tense right now. I'm going up against Martinez. Had the strikeout earlier, so I'm hoping that I'll get another one. Oh, sorry, I'm not tense right now. I'm rattled. I wonder who came up with that. Like, tense, rattled. I mean, how do you decide what's worse than another? Like, is it really worse to be tense rather than rattled? I don't know necessarily, but anyway, I've got to work through it here. I can bring out my manager at any point here and kind of calm Porcello down, but I don't want to do it necessarily right now because I have a feeling I'm going to need him later on in the game. I don't think this is the only time I'm going to end up tense or rattled or whatever, and you can only use him once. So luckily I get the strikeout once again on the slider, and that was actually kind of weird at bat for me to see because that slider stayed in the strike zone the entire time. The computer didn't swing. In the last pitch, it was ridiculously inside, and the computer did swing. You don't see the computer do that too much. Anyway, another hit for the Astros. Runners on first and second now. There are 2 outs. So I'm okay. I can get out of this. I mean, we're just talking about a high fly ball, a ground ball, a strikeout. Not that kind of hit, though. Jackson not able to get this throw to the infield in time. 3-1 now. So something has to be done here to kind of stop this. I don't know necessarily what I'm going to do. Like I said, I have no options right now. I have to gut through this, and that is so hard for me because I'm one of those people, I just need to get out of this. Anyway, another hit. Young, thankfully, though, getting this pretty quick into the infield. Runners are just going to advance one base. No runs. Bases are loaded. So that being said, I've got to go to the manager right now. I was frustrated that I had to go this early to my manager. But it's something that needed to be done because if there was a decent hit like what we've been saying, it could be anywhere from 1 to 3 runs that are going to be scoring here. And I think that with the way that I've been playing offense, if that were to happen, this game is out of reach. I would probably just give up and just really not play the rest of the game, really caring. Now this foul ball is a lot more important than you might think that it is. Because with the hits that the Astros have been hitting, they've been right in between the infield and outfield. So to have a low, slow roller, granted it goes foul, is something that I kind of like to see. Because hopefully I'll be able to get that kind of ball hit into my infield. And everybody is going to be going to the dugout. Anyway, 0-2 pitch now. Going with the slider. That's also going to get another strikeout. All right, so here's my bullpen. Now, unless you are a starting pitcher, a setup, or a closing pitcher, you are either injured or you are exhausted. The PCAP means how many pitches you expect them to throw. You can see everybody is basically 0. You see Benoit's got 14 max. I think Valverde is sitting at like 20-something. Thank you, Prince Fielder. Oh, my gosh, I needed this here. Not just for morale, but a comeback needs to start somewhere, and Prince Fielder hitting this home run, 7th of spring training. Man, I feel a lot better after this one here because I tell you what, Prince Fielder has easily been probably my best hitter so far. I think that kind of goes without saying if you've been watching the videos. But not necessarily just from a statistical standpoint, but from what he started after some of his hits. So I've kind of noticed that a trend forms after every time that he gets a big hit, and hopefully some of my other players will follow suit with some big hits of their own. Maybe not necessarily over the wall, but a double or a series of singles, something like that, to kind of help me out and get some more points on the board here. So thank you, Prince Fielder. Now the Astros going to the bullpen. on this one here. Anyway, 4th inning now. So we're kind of advancing pretty slowly. What do you know? Astros getting another hit. This is going to end up being a double since Jackson not able to get it into the infield pretty quick. So no outs and a double. You guys know when it's me, I make the comment, having somebody in scoring position with no outs is always nice. Yeah, unless it's the computer, then it's not really too nice. So I'm expecting him to come home here pretty quick and to score a run. Anyway, I'm not liking playing National League because I'm kind of already in a pickle. By the way, Astros getting another run. Because right now Miguel Cabrera is injured. All right, so I've got somebody else playing third who is obviously not as good of a hitter as Miguel Cabrera. But one of the things is I've got 2 first basemen. Well, 3, I guess, if you count Cabrera, but he's playing third, so I don't. But I got Prince Fielder, and I've also got Victor Martinez. Now, when I'm going up against a National League team, Victor Martinez will play designated hitter. Prince Fielder will play first. I may switch that around every once in a while. But with the National League not having... Oh, what was that? That was embarrassing. But, of course, the National League doesn't have a designated hitter. So, in this game, I don't have Miguel Cabrera because he's injured. I don't have Victor Martinez because I have nowhere, basically, to put him in my lineup. So, I'm playing without 2 of the 3 best hitters on my team. Anyway, still in the 4th inning. This is taking forever. And I'm not liking this. Runners first and second. What do you know? Oh, what is this? A double play? Thank you. That destroyed their inning. Man, if we had 3 innings in a row. So I decide I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in Victor Martinez. Now it's the 8th inning. That tells you how much we skipped through and how little has happened. So I go ahead and I sit Porcello down. I bring in Victor Martinez. Thankfully, he gets a hit. But you know what? Nothing really comes of it. All right. So here we are still in the 8th. All right. So I went ahead. I brought in Valverde because he was sitting in his 20s with his pitch count. And I was getting sick of Porcello just letting up all these hits. Now, granted, between the 5th and the 8th innings, you know, there was a lot of ground ball outs for the Astros. They were hitting balls on the ground right and left. Porcello was doing good. There were a lot of fly balls for me, which means I was making contact with the ball, but just not in the way that I would want. So it was looking pretty nice, but at the same time, it's not really working out that way. Anyway, all right, so here we go. 9th inning, 2 outs. Ground ball to second. That's going to go ahead and end the game. This was not a good game for me at all. I come away with a loss against the Astros, 5-2. You can see they definitely out-hit me in this game, and I didn't do what I needed to do to win. Bats just weren't going. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's see if I can come back in the next game and come away with the win. That'd be something I'd kind of like to end spring training with. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. More Detroit Tigers games ahead. So, as always, though, you guys know that I think you're awesome. Don't ever forget that. And as always, I hope you have a good one.